How many of you have noticed that our world is no longer the same? It's so hot across the globe. Roads and roofs are melting. The runway of an airport in London melted, and almost 1,600 people have died in Europe since the heatwave started. COVID is back with a bang. Monkeypox is spreading, and the world food crisis shows no signs of abating. Here in Nigeria, the dollar is at 670 naira. Petrol prices have gone up, and unknown godmen are prowling the streets of Abuja. I really wish I could tell you that we will all wake up tomorrow and our world will be back to what it was before COVID, but I can't. I know that things are going to get worse before they get better. I have long said that the dollar will probably get to 1,000 naira before the end of the year. I also believe that the level of suffering is going to get far worse than this. What should we do or be doing then? Now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this and let him appoint officers over the land and take up the fit part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine. We shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh and the eyes of all his servants. The story of Joseph and Pharaoh is well known to most of us. His interpretation of Pharaoh's dream and subsequent advice to save for the rainy day is the first example in the history of mankind to save to withstand adversity. What's interesting about this story is that the kingdom was able to save, but the people couldn't save, and thus lost all they had to Pharaoh. What we are experiencing today is nothing new, but mankind just chooses not to learn from history. We see money failing in nations like Sri Lanka, Lebanon, Greece, and now Nigeria. Most people have this notion that it will get better the very next day. So they fail to plan, and at us, the hardest hit. This is what has happened to our nation and to most of us. Is it too late to start saving? Absolutely not. Cut costs, cut costs, cut costs, and save. This is one sure way of withstanding the current hardship. Is it an all-in-one solution that mitigates the crisis? Nope. It just helps cushion the symptoms of the crisis. Just the same way we take painkillers for our headache, but it doesn't treat the root cause of the headache. This crisis is going to get worse until love begins to abound. A few years ago, when I said this will happen, some called me a doomsday prophet. But everything I said is happening all around us. Mankind cannot continue to live outside of God's plan for mankind and not expect a reset of some kind. Calamities bring about a reset. In every reset, love will sprout. This is not the time to panic or be afraid. This is the time to hold on to God and act in faith. Always remember this. Joseph didn't save grains only for the Egyptians. We must always remember that the essence of saving is to help not only ourselves, but to help others. The world came to Egypt and they weren't turned back. They didn't ask for visas, passport, tribe, tongue, or religion. They just showed love. Love must abound at a time like this. You might choose not to show love today, but know ye that in this crisis that stares us in the face today, you might need someone's act of love tomorrow. Nobody is immune. Start saving, start loving, and start trusting God for every day. It's that simple. God is in the midst of this fire, and everywhere you find God, you will find love. if you can focus on God, you will find that you won't notice the fire. God bless you all.